Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show. Don't touch that remote. Our show today is going to keep in line with observing the October month is Italian Heritage Month. So we're going to talk a little bit about Italian, a little bit about Italy, okay? And my guest today is in charge of a tour. Well, he's the owner of a tour that takes people over to Italy, and everything's covered. You don't have to worry about getting a bus and a hotel and where to eat. Everything's set for you. So you're going to hear all about that. And I met. Well, I'm going to tell you what his name is. His name is Luca, right?
Yes, sir.
DiFranco.
DiFranco.
Is that right?
That's correct. Perfect.
And you're the owner of the
Amerital Tours.
Okay, that's right there behind you.
Yes, sir.
And you were contacted by the president of the Campania,
the Regional Association
right?
of
And
Campania.
you're going to have ready a tour for them, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you're going to talk about the tour, what you're going to do for the Campania and the people. And it's open now. If anybody wants to join, get in touch with Campania. We got a number that we'll give to get in touch to go on this tour. You'll tell the date and everything else. But the most important thing is I want to talk about you, your company, and what you do to help people. Because, one time I went on a tour. I said, I'll go on my own tour. I don't have to go. And I spent more time sitting in the bus going from one place to another. So I go to tour. They tell me where to eat. They got where to eat. So that's what we're going to talk about. So Carol Griffin is the president of Campania. She's the contact girl. And she's happened to be my daughter, okay? She's one of my hit girls, okay? I got 3 daughters, So now, we know what your name is. Tell me what you do and what you own.
So what I own is the Amerital Tour Company. It's myself and a partner
Talk up
of mine.
loud.
You got it. It's a company that takes people on tours over to the country of Italy. We specialize in a few different types of tours. We focus in the luxury tour market as well as the custom tour market, which is one of the tours that we'll be taking the Regional Association of Campania group on this upcoming summer. So my partner and I decided to get into this. He did this for many years.
You got a partner?
A partner. His name
What's
is
his name?
Michele Buono.
Well, that's good.
Michele, it's like Michelle, but without the second L.
Okay.
So Michael in English. So Michael and I connected. We have very common backgrounds: restaurant men, restaurant families, hospitality business, service industry. Both speak Italian.
What part of Italy your parents come from?
Mine are from Sicily, which is also where I lived when I was younger. Sicily.
Sicily. That's where our parents come from.
The province of Ragusa.
Sciacca.
Sciacca. Not too far off. You're north for me.
Yeah, they're different, right? Yeah.
A little bit different. But
All right.
We're from there. My partner Michael is from the island off the coast of mainland around Naples called Ischia. A lot of people here are actually familiar with it. It's a beautiful island. It's about an hour boat ride from Capri.
Yeah.
So it's very nice, very small. 3 stoplights on the whole island.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I went over 2 times with my family. Went Italy north and Italy south. I think the southern part of Italy is more beautiful, more nature, like in Sicily. There's more Greek ruins there than there is in Greece, and beautiful. And the vegetables and the growth, I think they have two seasons where they get tomatoes grow 2 times a year over here, because of I visit my cousin in Sicily, and he has a farm or whatever, and he says the sands from Africa flow over certain times of the year, and it lands on the ground, and it makes the ground fertile, and that makes it food. Food is wonderful. That's why the spaghetti and everything has a little bit better. So go ahead.
Sicily was awesome. Sicily, I remember my first memories growing up there before I moved back to the United States. Like you said, the agriculture. You see the olives. Yeah. You see a little bit of everything. We have these big, beautiful grapefruits. the mandarins, the Sicilian mandarins. You have the beach everywhere you go, because we're on an island, so no matter which way you turn, unless you're in the middle in Catania where they have the big mountain, Mount Etna, which actually is the biggest active volcano in all of Europe. Unless you're there, unless you're on the mountain, you're at a beach. That's the way Sicily works. We got vineyards, we've got everything there. So in terms of that, it's a beautiful place to see, a lot of great things to visit, a lot of great things to experience, food being, of course, the biggest one. But so that's what we like to specialize in. That's how the company came about, being, with our history in the food industry.
How did you get involved in that? Now, you just mentioned something there. How did you get involved in this tour?
Michael used to own a company by the name of Buono Tours. He operated that company. He started about 8 years ago. But at the same time, he was in the restaurant business. And while he was growing, as he grew, it took up more and more of his time. And that was his career. So the tour company suffered a little bit, lost a little bit of his attention. 8 years down the line, Michael and I somehow connect through the restaurants, through the common background, and we start talking. Both of us have entrepreneurial spirit, so we're going one way, the other way. Mike, let's do something. Luca, let's do something. And we couldn't figure out what we wanted to do for business. So the obvious answer was a restaurant. Well, I knew two things. I have two passions. One is not the restaurant. Two is soccer. Those things don't mix. So to allow me to have some time for my soccer and not get caught up in 90-hour work weeks, I said, well, what are we going to do? How's it going to work? Mike, let's do it. Mike, let's do it. Mike, let's do it. And finally, Mike gives in, and it's the biggest submission he's ever made, but I think it's the best one because 2 years ago we were able to start Amerital Tours, and it's allowed us to connect with people, very important people, learn new things ourselves about Italy. We travel, we do our own research and development, so when we're over there, we get to visit new places. We take 2-3 weeks, we go up north.
Is Italy the only place that you tour to?
As of right now, Italy is the only place we tour.
Yeah, you specialize in that. That's good. You don't get.
But we cover it all. We cover all of Italy, from the most northern top, tippy top to the bottom.
When my wife Dolores, her parents from Montella,
Montella,
my parents were from Sicily. So so when we decided on going to Italy, said, well, let's go to Montella. Let's go to Sicily. So we did. One time we went from Rome north, next time north south. And I would advise anybody, as long as still while you have two legs you can walk and you can breathe and you can see and you can eat, go see another country. I don't care what country it is. Italy is good because they got a lot of good food there, But I would say, take a tour, Don't go on your own. You go there, you'll hire a car, and you'll run out of gas, and you're stuck someplace.
You wouldn't believe the things that we encounter on tours, things that you couldn't think of. And they're simple things. Somebody forgets something at a hotel, a medication, Advil, they get a headache, they have to go to the pharmacy.
Everything is personalized with you, right?
We take care of it all, and that's what we do. So we're not tour guides, we are tour operators when we go. Michael and I, we like to make almost every tour. We're pretty much there for everything, and then in some specific cases, we make sure that the both of us are there 100%, as we're going to do with the Regional Association of Campania Group. They're going over next summer for a specific celebration that's going to happen at the end of June, beginning of July, and that's the feast that goes on, La Festa della Madonna.
The feast where?
In Montella.
Oh, there's a feast there.
Yep.
Well, isn't there a feast also in Sicily, too?
All over, yes, sir. We have a lot of processions that happen during these times.
So you coordinate sometime if people want to go. Now, let's talk about the Campania.
Sure.
Carol, my daughter, President, she contacted you now. You got something set up for them. Tell me what date and what you're going to do for them.
Great. So we're going in the end of June, early July. We're looking the last couple days of June into about a 10-day tour. And what we're going to do is visit...
10 days.
10 days.
Go ahead.
The first couple of days, we're going to be arriving in Montella. Montella, why?
Where's that located? Mostly near Rome?
No. Further south. We're in the Campania region, Naples, Avellino, around that area.
Campania, you're talking something like Montgomery County or something like a county area. It's a bigger area, right?
It's sort of like that. Italy is a little bit different because you have Europe, then you have the country, and then you have the regions, and then you have provinces, and within provinces, it's a little tricky. But we're going to be going to Montella because they are one of our custom tour groups. We make preset itineraries that we post online that people can join. That's part of our luxury market. But Carol did contact me through a connection I made with another member, Sandro. And I met Sandro. Sandro, yes, sir.
Sandro.
I met him through a soccer connection. You know, his son was playing. I was a coach. We reached out. One guy speaks Italian, another guy speaks Italian. How can you not talk to each other? So we're the only two Italians in the room. We're talking, hey, come stai? Tutto bene? Tutto a posto? Sì, sì, come va? Just saying how, getting to know each other. And he leaves me his card. A couple months later, he forwards that to Carol. Carol contacts me, listen, we want to go. We tried to do this. We've got some tradition. We want it to go and go smoothly. We tried to do it. We tried to bring back this tour that we've done in our past 15 out of the last 20 years, and we haven't been able to do it again. We need some help. Sandro gave me your card. What can you do for us? So we kind of partnered up. We met a couple times, local restaurants and had many conversations. But what we came up with is we're going to visit Montella because that's what's very personal to this specific group.
I know my friend who passed away was the president of Campania. And he was a big man. In fact, they got a monument over there in Montella.
Erminio Gambone.
Yeah, and wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man, And so, all right, what else?
So we're gonna arrive in Montella, and we're gonna visit some of the places where Erminio, who started this all, he's the one that was bringing the people over in tour groups to Italy for this specific Regional Association of Campania group. And he was visiting different bed and breakfasts, different monuments, the procession. So we're going to make sure all that's covered. And a couple days into the tour, about halfway through, we're going to be heading to different regions, which is very in line with what Amerital Tours likes to do. We're unique because we not only customize tours for people, but even in our luxury tours, about half of the time you're in Italy, you're seeing things that you can't go to Italy and not see. But you're also going a little bit off the beaten path.
You want to know because sometimes the exhibits you want to go see are closed or so.
Yep.
And another thing, you got to remind people that the restaurants close, right? Between 1 and 3, or they go home and sleep and then they come back to work.
Yeah, it's not like over here. Over there, 1 o'clock hits, you go home, you have lunch, and like you said, 3 o'clock, that's when you get up for work. By the time you get to work, it's 4.
Whoever started that?
Very intelligent person must have been because everybody's very rested over there.
They close up and go make babies and then come back to work. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Back in the day when they had many farms, daylight was scarce, so you had to do your work early and make sure you had your employees, right? The babies came and you had workers.
All right, now you got you're in charge of this group of people from the time they get on that bus here in Norristown. All right, what are some of the things they should take to not forget? The most important things.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Number one tip.
Take rosaries, right? You say your prayers, right?
Always. Without the guy upstairs, we don't have any hope, right? He gives us our hope. But one thing you got to do is you got to make sure you're packing light. I know it's very tempting to bring a lot of things and you're going to think, I'm going to need this outfit for this day at lunch, this outfit for this at night. And a lot of things are going on. But really, the lighter you pack, the easier it is to do things.
The lighter packed, right?
The lighter you pack, the better it is. Because
do you give any idea on that? Do you send them any literature or anything on something like?
Absolutely. Before we go, every tour that we go on, about a week or so before, what we do is we bring in everybody who's signed up for that tour.
You have a meeting?
We have a meeting, and we tell them, this is what you need to bring. This is what you should do. This is how you should bring
wonderful.
It. And everybody's covered from even before we leave. So I know you mentioned, when they're going to get on the bus, we take care of it from before then. We're there along the whole booking process with you. And if you're either getting myself or you're getting Michael. And we're there with you every step of the way. And the idea is we go on the tour with you. Now, again, we're not tour guides, so we hire guides.
You're with them?
But we're there with them.
Your partner.
And if it's not us,
stay in the bus?
We stay everywhere. We're in the hotel. You can knock on our door. 3 o'clock in the morning, we're going to answer you. Because if you need something, we're there for you 24/7. That's what our specialty is, customer service.
Let me tell you, you got a lot of people up in the audience there very interested in that, You don't have no relations up there, do you? No.
Okay. Not that I know.
What is your favorite place to visit in Italy, you as a tourist?
My favorite place to visit, I love going back home to Sicily. I love seeing my family, the apartment where I used to live.
Where's your parents from?
Comiso. It's a town in the province of Ragusa. That's where my father's from. My mother grew up on Mount Etna, a little town called Valverde.
Oh.
Right on the mountain. She could see the mountain, the lava flowing, everything
north
erupting.
Or south?
That's northern part of Sicily. right? It's before Messina.
Oh, in Sicily.
Right. It's not the most northern part on the eastern coast, but it's up there. It's like PA in the United States.
I think that's beautiful. It's so nature, like the coast, you know.
It's wonderful. And her part, they have stone beaches, which are different. They got these little pebbles.
I think you kind of answered this. Here's a Nate from that lady with the green hat up there. How can someone prepare for the tour?
Absolutely.
You touched on part of it, but what else?
We touched on it, so you want to bring your rosary, right? That's Hank's number one tip.
Yeah.
Number 2, pack light. Number 3, just enjoy. Be ready to have fun because you don't have anything to stress about. Anything that comes up, Michael, myself, or any of our other tour operators are there for you.
All right, let's say that somebody starts getting a headache or a little upset stomach. What do?
We go to the pharmacy, we take these people. If we don't have something already with us, if we don't have any type of Advil, ibuprofen, something along those lines, then we're going to be bringing people over. We're going to say, hey, listen, this is what you need. This is how you do it. This is what you're going to go get. And you talk to the pharmacist because pharmacists there are a little bit different than pharmacists here. And again, you got to make sure you go at the right time because they'll close.
All right, to go to Italy, this guy, the man with the brown jacket up there, do I need to learn Italian if I go there?
Absolutely not, because you're going to learn it while you're there with us.
You're going to learn something when you come back, right?
You'll learn something before you're back. If you know it, good. If you don't, that's not a problem. All of the tour guides that we hire are licensed English speaking, so we make sure that you're never going to miss a beat or a
run that
word.
by me again.
We have tour guides that we hire to the specific places we visit that are licensed English speaking. A lot of them even speak either French or Spanish, which is another language that may not pertain to people from this part of the country here or in this particular group. But in case that somebody wants to have a conversation, a little sidebar, you speak Spanish, you speak French, you want to throw it in there with the tour guide and show off a little bit, it's all there for you. We make sure we hire professionals that are very good at their job.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right, now, when I went to Sicily the first time, and the tour took us to a restaurant, Italian restaurant, it was good. We were eating, and there was 3 guys playing in a 3-piece band, and they were singing New York, New York,
Yeah.
So then the tour guide, and I had a couple of wines, and I was feeling pretty good, and the tour guy says, we got a guy here that can sing. So I said, okay. So they get over there, and they say, hey, goodbye, So then I said, the guy says, where you from? I says, from Norristown, Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah. He says, what do you do? I said, what do I do? The one guy says, I'm a bartender. The other guy said that I was insurance. They all wrong. I said, no. I got my badge and I show them. I said, I'm a county detective, Oh, yeah. They all pulled back. So it was really something. So, and I got on top of the table to sing. But we're welcome. The people are friendly, you know. Go ahead.
I was very lucky, similar to your experience where, you're at the restaurant, you're drinking, you're eating, and you got people playing in the background. They got their mandolin. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Sicilian instrument. Not necessarily a Sicilian instrument, but very big in our culture. And I was very lucky to be with my grandfather and some other people.
Visit them.
Yeah, at this time. And so we went out to eat, and that's what you had all night long, that live band and live music. And you go and you throw them €1, and as a request, as per request, they'll play a song for you, and they'll go around and they make sure that everyone's having a good time, and that's beautiful. That's a great experience that I had that you just reminded me of, so thank you.
All right, here's another question here. This man over there, on one of the very end of the seat. What challenges do Italian tourists experience? What are some of the challenges? What are some of the problems, that they will face, that the challenges that you can take care of, that if you went by themselves, they wouldn't know what to do, where to go?
So American tourists in Italy. Some of the challenges, obviously the language barrier, that's number 1. Number 2, the currency exchange and just not knowing the regulations. Sometimes they go and they check the currency exchange, but a lot of places they'll charge you a fee, not knowing which bank to go to. And
oh yeah, that's right.
You want to make sure you're going to the right place with the right people. You know what you're getting, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And just when you don't have that, you also lose a little bit of time because in researching those little things that could have been done for you, you don't get to see the beautiful island if you're in Sicily or mainland if you're anywhere in Italy that you came to visit.
Yeah.
And that's like you were saying, you spend more time on a bus than anything else. You don't want to do that. You want to enjoy every time that every time that you've been able to visit a country or even a state, You
know,
want to always be able to enjoy your time there.
Right. I think people help each other. I know we were in, I think we were in Palermo, and we were waiting for a bus, and we're on an island, waiting for the bus, and my wife had her purse over her shoulder, like her holding it like this. And the guy says, "Don't do that." He says, "Get that, put that on your arm, and don't get there." Because sometimes the guys with the motorcycles come by and grab it.
Yeah.
Purse snatching. We have it over here in the United States, but they don't have it with, because over there's a lot of little motorcycles and everything.
Yeah.
So crime prevention, And we went to the bank to change money, and as I was walking out, I was holding the money gun. I got to the door, and the guy grabbed me by the arm and says, "Don't go walking out." I says, "Put that in your pocket when you go out." These are all crime prevention things that we should do here in the United States.
Right. And like you said, because here in the United States we're comfortable with it, we're in our own home territory. We walk out of the bank with our cash as we're counting it. But really, anybody traveling anywhere, not just in Italy, should always be
always be
cautious of carrying.
People
they
rob banks, they rob churches, they rob everything here. So you got to be on the alert all the time.
All the time. It happens everywhere. It's a shame, but it happens. So you want to be
What
safe.
else we got? We got this trip going. When is it again? There.
That's the number right there. Yep, the number behind me.
And you can book up because we got space there open, but it's limited, so bus only holds so many.
Absolutely.
You don't have 2 buses, no?
Not yet. We
yet.
may. Bringing more than 2 is a tough one, but we'll make it work if that's what it comes to. But we do have some spots open.
I went to Palermo. We landed there, and I met 2 friends that I met through the police organizations, and I ordered spaghetti and meatballs, and they come out with the spaghetti on a wooden plate. Like not a wooden plate, a wood plank.
A plank, sure.
Oh my God, that spaghetti was really good. Tasted better. I tried it at home.
Was it on a cast iron skillet?
Getting the splinters.
Was it on a cast iron skillet?
Huh?
Did they bring out the wooden plank with a cast iron skillet on top? That's how they do it, so you don't burn your hand.
Something different there? What?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful because using the cast iron, you get a different flavor. You get different temperatures because it holds the heat.
Yeah, I did get a good flavor.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
And you want to be careful not to touch that.
You got to watch what kind of wood you use, though. Maybe oak wood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it can change. It can change. But typically that board is there just for your precaution, so that you don't touch the skillet and burn your hand because that's hot.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're cooking with wood fire. They're cooking with different things, but. We're very excited, and we're looking forward to teaching people about this experience and this trip and bringing them over. So we're very excited to have people come over, and especially with this group.
I think it's good when a company takes care of just one country at a time. I think, and I've been in Italy, Canada, South America, and Mexico. But I'll tell you, I like to visit other countries, but like I say, it's my favorite is Italy because of the music, the culture, the monuments all over. When I went down to Rome, oh my God, so much. But visit every country that you can.
Well, a lot of times what we find are there are people who visit a specific region and they will actually come back to visit because they want to visit with us. Or if they want to see a different part of Italy. They've seen Italy, but they haven't seen a different region, maybe somewhere up north in the Piedmont area. And we do, like I said, our own research and development. So Michael and I will spend 3 weeks. We'll visit, a mapped out 20 towns and cities. We'll bring back that research and we'll create an itinerary. So we have that opportunity to go visit different parts of Italy and teach people, hey, we're learning about this. We are now experienced in it, and we want to bring you here to show you what it's like. And that's what people enjoy.
One of my favorite things was my wife, Dolores. She wanted to go shopping. I'm telling you, I was like in Syracuse.
Yeah.
And the jewelry stores, jewelry,
yeah.
oh my, and they're cheap and good, She loaded up with over here, over there, yeah.
A lot of that's handmade. It's you go to little local shops.
How do I shop in Italy? Do you help to a shopping area? You take people to a shopping area, make sure they don't get beat up. I'm not beat up, but robbed or cheated as far as overpriced or something.
Sure. So our tours are we like to call them slow-moving tours, right? Slow rolling, slow moving, because there's a lot of places where you may be able to visit and really not get to experience. So we want people to experience the little shops, and we make sure that we leave a day that people can go back to visit as they please to a different place, and we always give suggestions, and we always map out places and pick out hotels that are near these little shops. And then we take them there, on a day that we are all together, we'll be passing by it and we'll point it out. Michael and I will be pointing out, hey, over there's a shop. Tomorrow, if you guys, it's your free day, if you guys want to go ahead, visit. They've got leather shoes, leather purses, little jewelry shops. Those are the places to go. And then the next day, people might come back up to us and say, hey, how do we get to that place? Or do you remember that place? Or, hey, we want to see something a little different. And we'll say, no problem. We got a list for you. This is everywhere that you can go in this vicinity. Go ahead, enjoy. And if you guys need any help, we're there for you as well. We can translate. We can help pick different things out. If you're not sure what's maybe indigenous, let's say, to that specific part of the country, maybe, very certain parts of Italy have leather that they're very good at, making leather materials. Others maybe stone. We can point them in that different direction and say, if you're here in this region, you want to get stone. Or if you're here in that region, you want to get leather.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this?
So combined, Michael and I have been doing this for 10 years.
Huh?
10 years total.
10?
Yep. Myself with
God.
Michael for 2, and Michael on his own for 8 prior.
Oh my God! It keeps going,
We're going strong.
Oh my God! All right, let me now. Let's go now. I hooked up for this trip with Campania. Tell me what's going to happen. You set up the bus in Norristown, and
right.
All right, go ahead. Tell me.
So in a few weeks' time, we have a General Assembly meeting that they're going to be hosting at the West Norton Diner.
Right.
We went there already with Michael. We gave a presentation of the tour as a general interest meeting. We got very good feedback. So after all our planning, we decided we're going to go ahead with it. So November 8th, we will be there at the West Norton Diner with sign-up sheets.
When is it?
November 8th.
8th. That's the day before my birthday. I'll be 95. Wow.
Will I see you there that night? You'll be there?
I'll be there.
We'll get you a
sure.
piece of birthday cake.
I used to be a member there. Hey, a half hour is over. Come on, tell me a little bit more. Anything, the most important thing we should know about this trip.
November 8th, you're going to have a sign-up opportunity for the Regional Association.
If you want to know something about it, come to the West Norton Diner.
November 8th.
November the 8th.
You can bring deposits.
What time?
We'll start taking deposits there. The meeting, I believe, is at 7:30.
Yeah, it's 7:30. So I get there a little earlier so you can have something to eat, maybe.
We'll be there till about 9 o'clock. We'll take deposits, and we'll go from there at the Christmas party.
All right.
December
Anything
1st.
else? Come on.
Nope. As far as deadlines, information, anything else, you can contact us.
Your company. A little bit more about you.
Contact me in my office number, which is the number right behind me. You can visit our website. There are preset itineraries. Contact me directly. Write me an email, info@ameritaltours.com. We'll be happy to answer all your questions.
This show is YouTube Goes to Italy. Talk to your Italian friends. Anything you want to say to your contacts in Italy?
Grazie.
In Italian.
Salve a tutti in Italia. Grazie a tutti per l'opportunità. Thank you for the opportunity. And I want to say hello to my mother, my father, all of them. Grazie, mamma, papa. Salve.
They live over there?
They're over here. But we're not going to see them in June because we'll be in Italy with the Regional Association of Campania.
Oh, okay.
And a couple more groups. We've got some other exciting tours, so tune in with us. Ci vediamo là. Ciao, ciao.
All right, thank you so much. And then they're going to say, October is Italian Heritage Month, so everybody enjoy it, whatever nationality you are, enjoy it and be proud of your heritage. So
I would like to extend a very, very big thank you to you. Grazie.
Thank you
for having me.
so much, and I really appreciate this, and I'm glad that you're able to come here and tell us all about your trips and your company and all. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your home, and I felt you got something out of this. Be happy, travel when you can. So, until we meet again, keep bobbing and weaving, left hand high, stick and move, and keep your trunks off the canvas, and may God bless each and every one. Many blessings to you and your family. Thank you.
Grazie.
Franco! Adios,
Grazie.
amigos!
Ciao, ciao.
Alla besta,
Salute.
alla salute. Right, here we go.
We'll talk. So, what's your favorite experience from Italy? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food today is linguine with clams, ravioli, Salsiccia, sai, salsiccia.
Who got the pizza?